Hare Krishna, mind is only your good friend or relative when it is taught with good teachings and also made to practice the same. Otherwise, with bad qualities, the mind itself is your cruel friend or relative. This was told by Sri Krishna Paramatma to Arjuna while imparting the Bhagavad Gita in 6th chapter, 5th verse. You can't be overconfident that your mind is always good. King Jadabartha was always on righteous path and devoted to the Supreme Lord. During his old age, he left all his kingdom to his son and went to forest to observe penance. In the forest living at the end of his lifetime, it was about to result in positiveness. But at that time, he saw a dear kid drowning in a nearby river water and felt sympathy to save it. For this, because the mind has become his enemy. For that reason, he had to take a dear life in his next birth. If you feed excess food to your pet dog, it will not guard your house. Otherwise, it goes asleep. If you don't feed the dog at all, it might bite you or it may not bark when the thief comes to steal your wealth. Similarly, our mind is very strong. We should not distract it because we should use the same power of the mind for the benefit of our Atma, soul. And when we follow this path, it acts like a practice, a sadhana to reach the God. In Bhagavad Gita, verse is Uddared Atmanam avasadayet Atmahi yo Atmanahi Atmano Bandhuhu Atmaiva Vipuratmanaha. Soul is called Atma. Hridaya and mind are also called as Atma. The Gnana, knowledge, which is spread all over our body, is also known as Atma. Consequently, based on its application, we need to understand properly what it denotes. In the present case, Atma means the mind. Our life to move on right path, Atma needs to be under control. That is, this mind should be under our control. We need to practice action with all good qualities so that the Atma, the mind takes us in a right direction. So this Atma itself is our close, intimate friend or a relative. If this Atma mind is habituated with bad qualities, we don't lead a good life. The Atma itself is our cruel friend or enemy. This Atma mind hasn't come to us in the present life. It is also eternal life, like Atma, the soul. The Atma soul, when leaves this body, along with it, it takes the Atma mind, the ego, intelligent, and 5 sensory organs in a very precisely small body which is not visible to this naked eye, like a capsule, in a capsule form. The mind carries records of all our good deeds and bad deeds, of all our past births, n number of births what we have taken earlier, as well as the present life. So the present friends or relatives attached with the present body, they are temporary. Once either our soul or their soul leave the body, this relationship is also cut off because it's only temporary. Whereas our mind with Atma, intelligence, and these five sense organs in the precisely made body, it is eternal. They are only our real friends or relatives. We presume Rama as Atma, and that is soul, and mind is the Sugriva, who is the king of all other monkeys, which is our other organs in the body. So we need to, the Sugriva has to control all the organs properly, and he should not become dependent upon those organs. Otherwise, he should control them in a proper way. Like Sugriva being drowned in 4 months in the kingly happiness after the Vali's death, he forgot about the promise made to Rama. So Rama had to send a warning message through Lakshmana saying, Mavali Patam Yadha Samai Tista Sugriva. That means, O Sugriva, the path of in which Vali left this world, that path is still open. Otherwise, Sri Rama, earlier he said, Sugriva Nati Michati. But later, this warning had to be made. So, similarly, this is the tendency of the mind. The mind acts favorably, but at times it acts unfavorably. Atma, the soul, should warn the mind, be careful. Hare Krishna.